Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In today's episode, we are gonna build a simple weather web application that automatically intakes your location. I mean the latitude and longitude of the accurate place what you are staying at, and it returns the current weather of that position. So the technologies we are using are the normal HTML for the backbone templates. Then we are going to use the Bootstrap 4.6 for responsiveness. We're going to use the geolocation API of the inbuilt geolocation API of the JavaScript, which returns us the position of the user on his permission. And we are going to use the Open Weather API and also some good images from Unsplash, which suits to background according to the data. I mean which applies to the background of the application, which suits to the data, I mean the weather. Okay, let's get started. Firstly, I'll open the Visual Studio Code, which is my code editor. So now I'll just create a file. I'll just save it as index.html. I'll have another file called style.css and also another file called script.js. The title is weather web app, and we just we'll just link style sheet href is equals to, I'll just link the style.css, then script source is script.js differ. Okay, I have just linked the JavaScript file. Yes, let me first take the Bootstrap 4.6. Okay, the VPN is on. I just linked the CSS part here. Then let's just link these separate script files, the jQuery and Popper. Okay, now I'll declare a div whose class is container. I'm sorry with the spelling. And inside the container I'm gonna create the weather body. So weather body is that div which is gonna display a whole weather contents. So inside the weather body, firstly I'm gonna display the city name. Then after that I'm gonna just display the respective icon for the respective weather data that I'm gonna get. Then I'll display the temperature. Then let's see what are the data that we can display. First I'll go to the style.css and style some basic requirements. Padding 0%, then box sizing, I'm sorry, border box. Then I'm gonna just background RGBA. So we're just gonna get weather. Our orientation is the landscape. We'll just which one suits for, we'll just take this present data, present weather image. Then RGBA, I'll just take 0,0,0,0.6. then URL, I'll just paste that URL. Then minimum height is 100 pH. Background position is what you call the center. Then background size is cover. Let's just open this in the live server. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with this. I just gave its body, I'm sorry. So I'll just add this part here. Oh, that's cool. So I'll just reduce the darkening, like I'll just go to 0.3 to 0.4. Yes, okay, let me open half tabs of both. View. What I'm going to do is I'll go to index.html, and inside the container I have a weather body. So for this container I'll just do this dot container. I'll just do no, for weather body I'll just style now weather body. I'll just give border, I'll do 4 pixel, then double white. Okay, you can just see that since no content have been filled inside that, this part, the top position has been that content. Okay, then border radius I'll give some 6 pixel odd or so. Yes, that's cool. Then I'll just do this. I'll come to this. Then inside the weather body dot, I'm sorry, div dot city name. For now I'll just give the city name as, I'll give Delhi. Then for this city weather, then city name, oh sorry, icon, I'll just give weather icon. Then what do you call the Celsius data, weather data, I'll call this as weather data. Then for this div I'll give like for now I'll give weather icon, weather data. Then what I can give, like, so I'll get these things in return. So I'll get, so weather description and weather data. Okay, I can give the weather description. Then afterwards let's see what are the data we can add to that. So description, the weather description and weather data. Data, weather icon, I'll just leave it empty. I'll just take it as an image. Then weather description, like I'll just say clear sky. Then weather data, I'll just say it's like 13. For degree we use sup, what's that zero thing, what's that called? I'll just leave dot, and I'll do this. For every h2 I'll just add text white, which is a property of Bootstrap that automatically makes the text color as white. So you can just see, this gives me degree. So weather body, text center. So next, for this container I'm gonna just, because I don't need these huge huge width, so I'll just container, I'm sorry, width is, I'll set it for 50 pixels, 50%. So let me see, like I don't need that much. Let me see for like 500 pixels. Again, items, center. Then text align is already a center item. Transform, translate, minus 50%, comma minus 50%. Let me see whether will this bring, oh no, okay, I'll just take the display flex here, and okay, so this has made our content to come into the center of the screen, independent of the screen size. Okay, what I'll do is, next I'll grab some more data and put it into this div. So what I'm going to use is like this temperature. Okay, I'll just grab here. So we are from top, let's see. So we are going to grab this zone using JavaScript. Then we don't need ID, we need main, we need clear sky. Of course we need an icon. For that icon, let's first add this thing. Let it be like, okay, so you can just see there's an icon. Then this is not the actual data. We are going to fetch the actual data. This is just like a temporary data to set how to set the CSS fields. We are just doing this. Then like we are going to grab the temperature, humidity, then wind speed. Okay, I'll just grab the humidity, which may be useful to some people. Humidity, I'll just give it humidity. Then after humidity, I'm gonna just take the wind speed. Okay, so I'll just take yes, mountain view, Delhi. Okay, I'll just take, after humidity, I'm gonna just take the wind speed, wind speed. Then here weather, wind. Okay, so we are getting Delhi, clear sky, humidity, but first we need this weather, which is important of all. So let's just put it after clear sky. Then humidity, wind speed, and do we need sunrise and sunset? Yes, let's put that. I'll take this a smaller, like I'll take H4. Sunrise, sunset, and just say sunrise, then sunset. So actually the sunrise and sunset time are not given accurately, they are in the UTC time. Then we need to convert it to the Indian standard timings. Sunset. So we can just see that H4 is like text white. So is there anything like, okay, translate, I'm gonna just say 40%, oh sorry, 50%. Okay, so we are going to get the Delhi, the city name, then the data. So I guess these raining dots are not visible. What can I do? Then I'm getting this the Celsius, what do you call, the temperature. Then I'll get humidity, wind speed, the sunrise and sunset timings of that particular area. So do I need something? No, nothing. I guess nobody can see these tiny raindrops that are coming through this, I mean through these clouds, because it is different color. Okay, let it be. Now what I'll do is, yes, that's it. Let me grab the API. First what we need, let's make this thing body. I'll give the onload. What do you give? Give data. Give data function. I'll declare a give data function inside the onload. I'll declare the function name. So function give data. Inside this, what I'll do is, inside this what I'll do, I'll just, no, I'll do everything inside this function. Okay, no, I'll just do everything in this give data itself. First of all, I want to know where that person who is accessing this application, who will be accessing this application, is residing on. So I'll be using the geolocation API of JavaScript. So I'll take if and else statements. So I'll just check the syntax. Geolocation API. I don't need this. I need the inbuilt geolocation, the HTML geolocation. Okay, geolocation, yes. Okay, I have this thing. Show position, yes. Okay, I'll just copy this. Geolocation. Now what I'll do is I'll not give inner HTML and all. I'll just alert the user saying that your location isn't available to us, and we cannot show weather data. Okay, and inside this we have navigator geolocation. Okay, so this is what you call the geolocation API. Okay, this will return you the current position of the place where you're staying. Okay, I'll just declare a function here. Function. What did they use here? Okay, show position. Function show position. I'm sorry. And the parameter that I'm going to take here is position. Okay. I'll declare two variables. Variable latitude, then variable lat and variable long. Okay, so latitude is equals to positions dot okay, I guess it's coords. Okay, coords dot latitude then longitude is positions dot coords dot longitude. I'll just console log this. If I console log this, I must get my latitude and longitude accurately. Console dot log lat comma long. Okay, let me just inspect. There is one error, I guess. What is this? So you can just see that for mobile phones it's not looking good. So later we can modify for mobile phones. I'll just bring this console. Give. Okay. This is give data, and you can see that in the what you call console, my latitude and my longitude has been printed. Currently now I am in Chikmagalur, and let me just check Chikmagalur latitude and longitude 13.361, and what I've got is 13.365. Let it be 75.7720, and what I've got is 75.77. It is accurate to 2 decimal values, and that's all. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, we've got latitude and also longitude. So I guess you understood what are these all. So once again I'll tell you. So this is inbuilt geolocation API of JavaScript, which will take your latitude and longitude, which will return the developer the latitude and longitude of the user. Okay, it will return the data to the application, and we are passing the name of the function here, show position, and inside that function show position we are taking the positions as parameter. Then we are declaring two variables, latitude and longitude. The latitude is position dot coords dot latitude, and longitude is positions dot coords dot longitude. Okay, then we need to take an API. So basically, if you need if you know what is API, then you can just skip 10 or 15 seconds. If you don't know API, I'll tell. So API is a collection, it's a data collection. So what is an API? Okay, I can tell you. So this data, if we access the API of the OpenWeather, we can access this data. Okay, so what is basically an API? So API, so we can't directly access their databases. So OpenWeather doesn't give their database to public, but they'll give their information as API to public. So it's an application programming interface through which the public can access their database informations. So every API is available as the JSON. What is JSON? Okay, I'll tell briefly, because to explain JSON there is a lot more time needed. So JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So basically an object is, I'll show you. I'll show you what is an object. App, I just, so okay, so I'll delete this file. I'll say app.js. Okay, for those who don't know what is an object, I'll try to say you what is a JavaScript object within 2 minutes. Okay, an object is a collection of datas. So I'll just show you by writing the course. I'll declare where objects obj is equals to this thing, and I want a data inside that object. Okay, so I'll just use obj of I'll just use obj of name is equals to Shravan. Then obj of year is equals to like 20. Now if I console log this, console log object, I'll take it to a new line. I'm getting an object which contains these two infos. The one is name and the other one is year. Sorry, this has to become 20. The one is name and the other is year. The API 2 provides the information to the developers in this format. Okay, so I'll show how to get how to update an object using for loop. For where I equals 0, I less than 9, then I plus plus, I'll create an object called fed. Okay, now fed of what do you call that, fed of, let it be registration number, reg dot number is equals to I. Then fed of registration year, let it be 2001. So I'll take the var year as 2001. So 2001, and I'll just do year plus plus. Sorry, I'll take it as year. No, I'll just do year plus 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 plus, and I'll just declare an array var array is equals to an empty array. Sorry, I'll push these data inside that array. Console.log fed, and I'll just console log this array. Okay, you can just see that we have got what is this, app.js 18. So console log fed, we didn't push that. Ary dot push, we want to push the fed to that. Then I just want to take this console log. So okay, I just explain what happened here. So the first app.js 5, this is console log obj. Okay, you have understood what is an object, right? So object contains data inside it. So this is it contains two data. One is the name and the other is the year. So the name I have given it as Shravan, and year is my year. It's 20 year. I have just console log this. I've got this. Just leave it. Now I've declared an empty array and an variable called year, which I have initialized to 2001. Now inside a for loop, the limit is 8. Okay, 0 1 2 3, the limit is 8. Okay, 0 registration number doesn't exist, so I'll just make I plus 1. Okay, so I'll just take this to 1 and make it to till 10. Okay, so lesser than or equals to 10. Let me take this plus 1. Okay, so what is happening inside this for loop? So inside this for loop, for every incrementation I have declared an object. For every incrementation there will be an object declaration, for which I have declared an object called fed. So inside that fed, I need these datas. I need the registration number and registration year. Okay, for the registration number I am giving the incrementation number, and for the registration year I am giving this variable called year, after which I am incrementing the year also. Now the fed will contain the registration number and registration year as its data. Now I'm just console logging that, which you are seeing app.js 15. After this, the app.js 15 means in the 15th line of the app.js folder, it contains these datas. Now after that, I am pushing this fed, I am pushing this object into this array, which is an empty. Okay, I will do this for the incrementations of this for loop, and after for loop is terminated, I am console logging array. So the spelling of array is wrong, let it be. So in the app.js 20, we've got the length of the array. For every increment we are pushing the object inside the array, so that the length of the array is 10, and for every object inside the array, it contains the registration number and the registration year as its data. So this is how an API gives data to the developers. Okay, so this is what you are seeing here. Wait, so this is an object. So inside the object they have given data. So this is how we are going to access the data of the OpenWeather. Now let's just see how to access the data using an API. So I'll go to here, then I have several options for retrieving data from API. I'll just say one by one. I have by city name, I have by state code and city name, I have country code, state code. I mean, I can enter these codes and I can give I can retrieve the data, or I can I have latitude and longitude, which I'm using here to, like, say that if the person is in rural place and his location is not been identified, what will you do? I mean, I'm talking this in the case if I use the city name. Okay, so at that time this latitude and longitude API call will be more specific, I guess. So once you decide which API you are going to use, you have to get the developer API key. So developer API key you will get once you log into respective API providers. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it in my search engine. The latitude I'm gonna give is 13.36 and the longitude is 75.77, and my API key, I'll go to my API keys, I'll get this thing. I'll just keep it here. If I just do, so actually you don't get data as you are saying here. Actually this is how you get data. Okay, just install a Chrome extension called JSON formatter, which will beautifully format your JSON. I mean, it will modify your JSON like this. So you will get data as like this. For the latitude and longitude, you will get the weather description, the base, the temperatures, visibility, and country, sunrise, sunset, and name. Okay, I'll just take this, like now I'll just call a function called show data, and I'm passing latitude and longitude as arguments, and inside the function show data I'm taking the parameters as latitude and longitude. Okay, now inside this function let's check our API key. So I'll just const API is equals to, I'll first copy the whole API. Sorry, let's take this const API, I'm sorry, key is equals to, I'll just copy and paste here, and the API is which we used like latitude and longitude. I'll just copy and I'll just paste here. Okay, so I need, I think, bigger screen. Okay, I'll just show like this. So I have declared a function here, I just called the function here, and that declaration of function is here, latitude and longitude. Our native API is like this, and latitude is this thing what we get from the user's location, longitude also this thing which we get from the user's location. So what we're gonna do is I'll just take this flower braces out and I'll just do latitude and lon is equals to longitude. Okay, and I'll just cut and paste it here. My API key, I'll just use it as API key. So in the position of flower braces lat, I have used the latitude which I have taken as parameter which I have scanned from the user's area, and for the longitude I have took the same longitude which I have got from this geolocation API. So API key is this API key which will be unique for all developers, which the certain API providers will be providing you. Now if I console log this, console.log API, I should get such a link that which when accessed should return me the data of the position which I am currently in. Okay, this script.js show data, I'll just take it here. Okay, because the variable is will not be able to access outside that function. So what is my API key? Whether okay. What I've done is I'll just show you the mistake. What I did is you can just see here I've just passed the latitude as it, so I can just do like what the thing now is happening is I'm not getting latitude, the latitude, the data of the latitude. Perhaps I'm getting the like I'm getting this string latitude itself. To avoid that, what I'm gonna do is I'll just take const first half API is equals to till this. I'll just copy paste here and const second half API is equals to second half API is equals to then const third half API API is equals to and const full API is equals to first half API first half API. After the first half API, I just want to add the latitude which I have to catch the parameter. Then after adding latitude, second half API, after ending this I have to add longitude. Then after that comes third half API, which ends with having the require of the API key plus API key. Now if I console log the full API, just I'll take this full API, I'll get this thing. Okay, if I copy and paste it here, I'll get the data of my current region. Okay, this is what we required. Now what I'll do is I'll just take it as, instead of show data, I'll just take it as arrange API. Similarly, I'll just copy it here. Now here I'll just declare a function. I'll I'll just call a function retrieve data. I'll just take it as ret data, and I'm gonna just pass full API as an argument. So I'll declare a function, function function retrieve data, and I'll take the parameter as full API, the small I. So to retrieve the API into your application, you have the Axios module, you have the fetch function, and also you have XHTTP in JavaScript. So we will be using fetch to retrieve the data from the API. So actually our API provider is OpenWeatherMap. Okay. Oh, I didn't say about OpenWeatherMap. I just went to the already open tab. Okay, just the sign up to OpenWeatherMap. I guess I've said, I forgot. Just log on to OpenWeatherMap. The OpenWeatherMap, you'll get your developer key, like API key, once you log in and you put a request. Then go to the documentation and you'll find all these ways to call an API and to retrieve the data. So now what I'll do is, in order to use fetch function, you need await. In order to use await, the function where you use await should be async. So I'll just say this function as async function, and const API URL is equals to URL data is equals to, I'll just say await fetch. I'll fetch full API. Okay, so what after this, you need to just retrieve the JSON data. I'll just clear the console. So data API is equals to await, then API URL dot, we are retrieving the JSON. Actually in this, for this const, we are fetching the API and we are assigning to this const. This const contains the fetched API data, and this const contains the JSON data of the fetched API. So now if we console log that data API, what just happened? Unexpected token, I don't know where. So network. Okay, I got the error now. The thing is, we now API HTTPS. Okay. And this too is HTTPS. Yeah, now you can see that I have missed the HTTPS here. which I didn't include. So the what do you call, this thing was taking the local server as it was taking like HTTPS 127.0.0. It was taking that. So now we have retrieved the API and we have got the data which is contained in this API for our latitude and longitude. We have base, we have clouds, we have coordinates, we have date, we have ID, we have main, then we have, I don't know what is this, we have time zone, we have visibility, we have weather, then we have wind. Okay, now the main part exists in showing this data to the user. So what I'll do is I'll call a function called show data, and I'll pass this data API, which is a JSON data, and I'll declare a function called show data. Instead of data API, I'll just take data weather. Okay, if you console log the data weather, you have to get the same data as this. I mean, both are same. So let's just check it. Dot log data weather, you're getting this. Okay, I'll just comment on this. Now you have so many data here. You have clouds, base, coordinates, you have date, ID, main, then sys, then you have weather, wind and all. So actually, how to access this data? Anyhow, you have made 50% of the application. Now how to access this data? That's simple. So this is coordinates. So we just want to display the description, then temperature, the humidity, wind speed, sunrise and sunset. So our temperature lies inside the main object. Our humidity lies inside the main object. Then our name doesn't reside inside any object, it is inside the object of coords. Now I can just access name by giving data weather dot name. Now our weather resides inside an array, inside an object, and we have wind speed. Actually we've got wind speed here also. Where inside the main. No, we've got humidity, not wind speed. Okay, now let's see how to access these datas. So actually we have here humidity, wind speed, sunrise, sunset, clear sky, I mean description and name. How to access this data? I'll just show you. So first let's console log everything. I'll just take out this console log because a lot will just disturb our screen. I mean, this is a small screen, not a big screen. So commenting these console logs will give us more space. So I'll just console log this. Comment this. So coming from the top, we don't need date. Okay, we don't need date because every data which is displayed on screen is only for today's. So actually this is UTC time. Okay, you can just Google, you can just Stack Overflow, you'll get it. How to convert UTC time into the IST. Then inside the main you have the data. You have to take the main object. So you have to declare a const, and you have to retrieve the main object. So you have to just you have to declare a const, and you have to just initialize an object after const, whose name is the main, which is same as this JSON object data, which is being retrieved from the data weather. I guess you know what I told. So if you need weather, if you need an object which is inside the main JavaScript object, you need to declare an object with the same name whose data is here, and you are retrieving it from the JSON object. Okay, I got to know that telling objects many times made a lot more confusion to you. I just say it. Actually, this is the API JSON object. So this API JSON object contains main object. Inside that object, inside the JSON object, it contains another object called main. So our temperature data, what we need, is been present inside this main object. So we need to declare that object and retrieve it from the data weather API JSON. So we have declared like this. Now in the main we need humidity and feels like, or like in the weather, will I get these things? No, in the weather I don't get this. So the feels like is the temperature what you're getting, but that is Fahrenheit. You have to change it to degree, so you have to minus 273.15. so I'll just console.log. anyhow you've got main. Okay, I'll just show you main. Actually this is the whole JSON. From this you have took the main data outside here, which is visible to you, script.js. So okay, so yeah, it's been confusing me itself. How cannot it confuse you? I'll just I'll just say you with full clarity. So from this object, we have took one of the inner object outside by console logging that, and this inner object contains our humidity and temperature. So to retrieve that, we just want to give main dot feels like and main dot humidity. Wow, oh wow. So what did we just get? I'll just show you. So what we needed was temperature. So that temperature was present in this JSON object, which in turn was in main object. So we took main object from the JSON object. Now inside the main object, our temperature was inside feels like section. So main dot feels like will give you this data. So I did main dot feels like and I got this data. Main dot humidity will return you this data, and I did main dot humidity and I got this data 84. Okay, now I need name. Okay, name of the city. So what should I do? I'll give you 5 seconds, just think yourself. Okay, so to get name, where is name? Okay, name is not inside any objects. Okay, it's only inside the main object. So we can just retrieve the name using data weather dot name. Okay, we are getting name as Chikmagalur. Now what we need? We need an icon. How to get an icon? So getting an icon, let's go afterwards because it's quite tough. Now we need description. So where is description? Inside the weather. So actually weather is an array. So this was an object, but this is an array of objects. What is an array? An array is the collection of similar data types. So this weather is an array, which is the weather is an array which is inside the main object, main JSON object of an API. So how to retrieve data from this weather array? It's very simple. How do you access every element of array? By using the indices, index. So think that if the array has 10 elements, then you will get the first element of the array by using array of 0. You'll get the first element. Similarly, array of 10 will return you the 9th element. Okay. Similarly, that principle we follow here. We just take console log dot log. There is a main. No, there is the data weather, and now we need what you call this description. So description lies inside the JSON object of API, inside the weather, which is an array. So how to access an array? Like we give the index, then it will return the element which is present inside that index. I mean index position. So just we do like this, dot weather of 0 dot main. It will give us clouds. Similarly, if I just do like weather dot description, I'll get the description of this. Okay, clouds and overcast clouds, whatever it may be. Then I need fields like humidity, name. I got then description, main, then you got humidity. We need wind speed. Where is wind speed? Okay, wind speed. So wind is an object which is present inside the main object. So we just take, similarly as main, we take wind object, const wind is equals to data weather. Now I'll just console log that wind. If I console log wind, I got speed and degrees and gust. I just need wind speed, so I'll just console log the wind dot speed. I got in return the wind speed here 3.06. Then after I need sunrise and sunset. That wasn't a necessary part, but it's okay. And what I want to do now is simple. I need to take the system object which is present inside the main object, so I'll take the system also. So I can directly take multiple objects from the single declaration. I also need sys. Okay, so here console dot log sys dot sunrise and console dot log sys dot sunset. I'm going to get the time of sunrise and sunset, but this is completely hilarious because this is UTC. Common man doesn't understand what is UTC time, so you have to just convert the UTC into IST. So we can just do that. First of all, let's just first let's convert this timings. So I'll just take two variables where sunrise time, then var sunset time. Oh, I don't know what happened here, sorry. For the sunrise time, I'm gonna just take sys dot sunrise. For the sunset, I'll take sys dot sunset. Okay, now sunrise contain this thing, sunset contain this thing. We need final result. For final result sunrise, sorry, and also we will be requiring sunset. So what is this final result sunrise and sunset? So that variable contains the IST what do you call IST transformation of the UTC time. So I'll just how to convert. Okay, we got Stack Overflow first itself. Okay, good, I got here time string run code snippet. Yes, I'm getting here. I'll just copy this code, perhaps Stack Overflow, thank you, is equals to, I'll just copy this. Okay, let me just see what are this. Actually we are not using sec here, we are using sunrise time, then we are getting the sunrise time as the IST time. It's exactly the so Indian Standard Time. So similarly we will we'll just make it in separate function sunrise. We'll take argument as no, is this required? Okay, let's do it in a separate function itself. So in the function sunrise, I will take the argument as date. Okay, so I'll just call the function sunrise and I'll pass sys dot sunrise. Now here I'll just take this thing and put it inside this function. Inside the sunrise time, I'm going to take date, and I guess yes, I'm getting the same thing here. After this, I'm going to return time string, return time str. So I'll just take this from here and I'll just copy it here, and instead of console logging here, we can just see here whether the value has been returned or what. Similarly, I'll just like similarly as sunrise, we can just make it for sunset also. Sunset, and here to sunset. I'll also take another function, and I'll just take it as dat. So now I'll just make it, I'll just console log sunrise time, and similarly console log dot sunset time. Oh, why is this thing happening? Sunset is not defined. Okay, sunrise and sunset. So I'm getting these things. 5:59 AM is the sunrise and 6:52 PM is the sunset. Okay, I'm getting peculiar data. I mean, I have converted this thing, like these are the small codes that you'll get easily in the Stack Overflow or anything. So I got sunrise and sunset. Then what I need an icon. First, let us just using the DOM, let us just change this data, because it's been a lot of time discussing this small web app. So then we need to add this clouds also. So we just take humidity, clear sky. After this, let's add this. So no, let's add, no, okay, let's add here clear sky, clouds, is this, I guess it's 2, so I'll just change it to h3. So I'll come here, change h2 with h3, replace it. Okay, so you can just see that yes. Now what I'm going to do is, this is not weather description, this is weather main. Okay, yes, that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'll drag every I can drag everything, or I can do .inner HTML things. That's very cool. Should I do that, or like okay, I can just do weather body dot inner HTML is equals to, yes, that will be cool. I'll just give the ID is equals to weather body. Now in the script.js, I'll retrieve that const show final is equals to what do you call that, document dot get element by ID, and our ID is weather body. Okay, it's the weather body. Now here let's just make this thing show final dot inner HTML. We can just make this like, before showing this thing we can just keep no, I can just say okay, let me try this thing. I'll just copy this, doing 2 divs at the end. I'll go to the script.js, and here in the show data, what is this, show final, right? I'll just do this show final, I'll say dot inner HTML is equals to, so this is not the single what do you call apostrophe, this is like the one which you found which you find I mean before the one, I mean in I mean the above tab, I mean above tab you will find it. I just copy this, so I need data weather dot name here, so I just use dollar and braces to change this static name into the name provided by API. Then let me also change this image, that's quite easy now. Then let me just take a variable final temp is equals to main dot fields like minus 273.15 minus 273.15. okay, now let's just use final temp. This is final temp, then this data dot weather dot main is our clouds. Okay, then description is our this clear sky. Then I just gonna take this clear sky. What we are left with, humidity. Now humidity is main dot humidity. Okay, replacing the static values with the values provided by the API is by using this thing. Okay, by using a dollar and inside the flower braces just. Now wind speed, wind dot speed, then sunrise time, because we have converted the available UTC into IST. Then sunset, we'll just take it with sunset time. Let me save and let me wait for the final data. Sorry. Whoa. You can just see that this thing is, when I just saved the file script.js, everything got changed into this. Okay, so we are getting everything like, okay, I just want to specify this, what is this, what is this, what is this, what is this. So creature, okay, I don't want, I'll just keep it to minus 273, that's it. It's 273.1 minus 273. Okay, I'll just keep it to minus 273, that's simple. Now what is this? 3.06, that is humidity. Okay, then this is wind speed, then sunrise, similarly sunset. Okay, so I don't think I need H4 for this. I'll replace, oh sorry, I replace H4 with H5, replace H4 with h5, replace it. Oh, then afterwards wind speed, also wind speed, I'm gonna just replace it with h5. Then humidity, okay, wind speed also I'll humidity h5. Okay, this okay, you can just see that we have got data peculiar for our latitude and longitude. Now let's focus on changing this icon, which is a smaller thing. Okay, so our image source is this http open weather map and etc etc, but where to get the images from? We have this here, but the only need to change images, we have to just change this thing. Okay, how do we get this? That is so simple. That is provided with the API itself. Inspect console, we are getting object, we are getting main, where is it, rain, sorry, main, then rain, we don't need it, sys, or like weather. Okay, in the weather we have a section called icon. An icon contains something called 10n. It may be like 1d, 1n. 1d says 1 day, 1n says 1 night. 1 is representation for which image it is pointing for. Let's just use that. So weather is an array. To take array, I've said we use index. So weather of 0, because this is first element of the array, weather of 0 dot icon, will get that. Console log dot log data 0 of, it's not it's icon 60. Okay, what, it's 10n. Now just var image icon is equals to, I'll just copy this thing. Now I'll just use image icon here. Inside this I'll use image icon, and now I'll refresh and I'll get, this is a 10n, which indicates that it's a night, and you can just see that you can just see that it's been, okay, the icon has been changed into night, but I don't know why it is showing Gadag. Okay, it's Chikmagalur. Okay, it may be some default, I don't know what is it, but you just saw that it was too long decimal value. Let's just take only integer value. So I'll just take where is that, final temp parse int now you can just do 273.15, no offense, so it'll give the integral value. Okay, so this is how you retrieve the data from this, but I guess the font size is not good. I'll go to Google Fonts, browse fonts, then I'll use Playfair display, select this style, let me do import, Control C, I go to my CSS file and I'll just do this for every h5, h3. Okay, so CSS, and for every h5 comma h3 my font will be this thing, and you can see that this has been changed, but the integers are not looking very great, so I'll just leave this and I'll go to any other thing. Rubik, okay, LoRa, I can just use LoRa, I don't know. Select this style, select this style, so import, okay, it's good, it's now looking good. Now comes the good part, deploying to the hosting services. First we use let's upload this to GitHub, then from GitHub let's take that repository into Netlify and just do that. GitHub, already there is one weather that I did last year, I guess, I don't know. New, I'll just call so now inside this weather app just copy and paste these three things. Okay, so after this just change your directory, list all the items, change your directory to weather app, then git add files, then after git, if you don't know how to use git just create a repo and follow the steps. Status, okay, 3 files added, git commit weather web app, I'm sorry, web app, and afterwards git push. Okay, then just go to your repository and just refresh it. Okay, you've got 3 files in the repository. Just open an account in Netlify and just follow the steps. What I'm gonna do, login, so I'll just click on sites and I'll just take new site from GitHub, search repos, weather app, then deploy site. So site settings, I'll just change this weather application, I'll just use this month's name, no, is Shravan. Okay, let me just see. So now you can just see when I just hosted, so this is not under my local system, this is from the hosting service. So again it is asking me to allow my location. Okay, if I just click on allow my location, yes, it's working all right, it's working all right. I'm getting all these things now. Okay, this is how you build an weather web app, a simple weather web app using an API and their JSON data. Okay, if you feel this content interesting, then don't miss to hit subscription button below.